Hi. How about that? Okay, good. Hi, hello, hi. Good to see you. Um, I can't even begin to explain what just happened, but I fixed it. Hi everyone. I'm Leah Fireheart. This is the Fire Kitchen. As I was trying to explain before we discovered that I had no sound, I had a collection of small issues this morning. Just like it was just one of those mornings where it was just like one thing after another. It was like the cameras were fine, but the wet like I was trying to do the recipes on the website wouldn't load. I mean it did eventually, just for no reason stopped loading. I opened up OBS and my activity feed was like gone. Like it had like frozen or something. It had just like most of the buttons had disappeared. Like it was there, but like they didn't have buttons on it. And I was like, what? Okay, so is everything working? And so I started like typing commands into chat to see if it was like, to see if I could figure out what was broken. And I still don't know, but I think everything's working now. I just reauthorized the thing. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Hi. Hello. Hi. I'm here. Good to see you. Um, let's scroll up real quick and say hello to folks. Give me 1 second here. First of all, hello Saribot. Hello Des. Hi Vix. Hi. Small Bear Bean. Hello Arcadia. Hi Shark Shark. Good to see you. I yeah, right. So hi. What am I doing today? Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I was running a little late to begin with. I was like, you know what? I think I do need to just have a shower to just like perk myself up a little bit. And so I did. I went and had a shower, and that was why I was starting to be late. And then when I went to set everything up, everything was broken. Something is always broken. Sometimes everything is broken. Not a lot broken, just a little bit broken. But it's much more annoying when everything is a little bit broken and nothing is like majorly broken. You know what I mean? Like if something's majorly broken, like if a camera doesn't work or something, then I'm just kind of like, okay, we're just gonna have to push pause until we figure this out. When it's all like little things that I could technically do the stream without, but there's 10 of them, then you're like, okay, this is annoying. Alpine. Hi, Shark Shark. It's good to see you. Hey Goog, how are you? Goog says, yeah, if something's toast, then you can throw up your hands and go, well, exactly. But it's when it's like 10, like, no, it wasn't 10. It was probably 5 little things that just independently went wrong. I was just like, why are you a thing? Why? Vic says, like when the sound is slightly off and you don't realize until you're done recording. That's never happened to you though, I bet. Ever. Not even once. Goog says, but everything just kind of sucks and the doom spiral begins. Yes. Yeah, and there are times when when it goes into a doom spiral, I'm just like, forget it. We're just not streaming today. We're just not going to do it. But that's not how I'm feeling today. Today I was just like, okay, so this is just going to take as long as it takes. I'm not in any rush. I don't have anything else I have to do today. I'm just going to like throw the stuff in the crock pot. I'm going to make some cookies. Hopefully we'll be able to send them to work with Grog tomorrow because I'm making a double batch, and you know, hopefully. Anyway. Vic says only about 4 times. And I swore it would be the last each and every time. I mean, it's a little bit challenging in your case, right? Because it's not like me where like I have a set time that I go live. I know what time I have to start in order to prepare to be live on time. I don't always do that, but I do know what time that is. And then I have a checklist. I have a go live checklist of all the things I need to check, and there's about 15 things on it, right? And so I go down and I do the things, and it's usually just fine. Usually it takes me like 5 minutes, you know, but I build in an extra 25 minutes in case that there's like something wrong. Today, of course, was the day I didn't build in an extra 25 minutes. So of course everything went wrong. It's fine. Yeah, but for you it's like you kind of spontaneously decide that you're going to do the thing, right? And then you do the thing, but maybe you won't realize until after you've done the thing that everything was borked, which sucks. And Vix doesn't have an audience to tell me when something is off. That is also true. Also, Shark Dr. Andy, hi, how are you? Oh, right. The other thing is that now that I've seen Dr. Andy, that has reminded me to do another thing that I said I was going to do and then I forgot. Because that's just how today is. I don't know. This may not work. We're going to try it. Um, Dr. Andy is a human reminder. Exactly. A human reminder of everything that is all right and good and impure but still wonderful in the world. Um I was going somewhere with this. No, before I saw Dr. Andy and realized that there was something else I'd forgotten to do. Oh yeah. I mean, like, oh, right. Okay. So we're expecting that perhaps potentially some more snow tomorrow. I'm kind of hoping not because I really want to send these cookies to work with Grog because his team lead, he got a new team lead who was like somebody who had worked for them before and then came back to their group. And is now their team lead, and that's really exciting, and she's really lovely, and she really likes my cookies, which is not the reason I think she's really lovely. I actually think she's really lovely because I think she's got a great sense of humor and keeps things like good but light, and like, I don't know, whatever. She seems like a good boss, even though she's not technically his boss. Anyway, so I really want to send these cookies to work with Grog for his delightful team lead. And I can't do that if it snows. So cross your fingers, toes, whatever you got for, good luck if you believe in that, because I don't want it to snow tomorrow. Abby, hi. Also Brigitte, hi, and thank you for that shout out for Vix. I did notice that. Yes, Vix is talking about recording Fortnite content on YouTube. Vix is also a very funny guy, and someone I enjoy interacting with on an almost daily basis. Whenever I can get it is when I want it. Wait. Him. No. Help. We're just gonna keep going because I can't get myself out of that corner. Also, hi, Abby. Reminder, I hardly know her. Hi. Hello. Hi. It is not incredibly kind. It's just true, Dr. Andy. Vic says my kids aren't particularly religious, but they are praying for more snow days. No, I don't actually know where you live, but on the off chance you're closer to me than I believe, then no, your kids' prayers to whatever nefarious deity they're imagining are going to go unheard. No snow days, only cookies. I'm glad you found that amusing. I texted Vix this morning because I had a good Fortnite clip. I was playing a little bit with Brigitte this morning because Brigitte was trying to do some of the weekly quests, and I needed to do a few more hits with a grapple blade, and it's not like it's an item that works in a little bit of an odd way. And so I was trying to use it to like get out of the storm and then also to perhaps go hit someone with it. And I just like couldn't figure it out. I ended up doing these like spins and like throwing the thing, and I don't know. It was just ridiculous. I'm like, and I just switched to my gun and shot the person. It was just easier. And I got good commiseration out of Vix, which is half the reason I love him. Oh, they take some cookies. Okay, well, cookies work. And actually, these ones do travel fairly well, assuming that you can keep them safe from your local population of squirrels. Okay, so just so you know, I'm open to the idea of mailing these cookies. These cookies work very well as a mailable object, but you have to keep them safe from squirrels. Okay? Okay. Brigitte bounced a motorbike off the jump pad at the top of the world into a 2 to 3 spin with legs off. She did, in fact, do that. She did. Santa, hi. How are you? It's good to see you. How are you feeling, hun? How are you feeling? I know yesterday you were feeling kind of yucky, so I'm hoping things are better today. Well, Brigitte got the points, but what we discovered is that if you're driving the bike, you get the points. If you're riding on the back, you get like a tenth of the points, like 10% of the points. So like I got like 12,000 points and not 170,000 points. That's not 10%. I don't know. I don't know what the calculation is, but writing on the back, I didn't get the points. So I'm going to have to figure out how to do it myself. And I'm going to have to do it in solos because I nearly like wrecked the bike and killed us like about 4 times. Dr. Andy says, it's like a challenge. Leah will send cookies, but will also send a squirrel army, and you have to defeat the squirrels to earn the cookies. Exactly. Yes. Santa, hi. Migraine is gone, but headache still remains, which is solid progress, so I'll take it. All right. Excellent. As long as we're seeing progress, I'm glad to hear it. Vic says, be grateful for what you got for doing nothing but right. Okay, let me try this again. I lost it in the middle. Be grateful for what you got doing nothing but riding, bitch. Did I say that right? Did I get it right? Jane, hi, how are you? Good to see you. I was lurking in Rhubarb's Coral Island stream this morning while I was doing stuff, and I don't think I even said anything, but I saw you in there. I saw you in there with our mutual friend Rhubarb. It's nice to see her live again. And congratulations on arriving first. Brigitte says she tried, but took 100% fall damage when the bike hit the mountain on the way down. That did happen. So I flipped the thing. I wrecked the bike. I fell off. I bounced off the mountain, died, and Brigitte had to shoot 3 people before she could come get me back up. So I was like Wile E. Coyote. And Brigitte was like the roadrunner, basically, this morning is how that happened. Jane says, I missed her so dang much. I'm glad she's back. I'm glad she's back too. Actually, Brigitte, if you could give a shout out to Rhubarb Fruit Jam. I don't know if she's still live, but she may still be live. She was playing Coral Island. She plays a lot of cozy games. She plays like Stardew and Coral Island and things like that. And also does art. She does art. In fact, you know that the skeleton. Do you know what I mean when I say the skeleton and I do this? Oh wait, I put it back. There, it's back in the emotes. Hold on a second. It's in the emotes. I don't have to wiggle like a ninny. I can just skelly it. See this one? That one. Thank you, Jane. Yeah, so I bought that from Rhubarb's Etsy. So she does emotes and stickers and fun stuff. She's a great artist. Vic says we don't have to speak in code now. No. I mean, you can. Just don't use like binary or anything because I don't speak that. Lassie, hi. Hi, how are you? It's good to see you. Vix! I just got finished saying how much I like you. Don't make me change my mind. Right. Okay. So, yeah, teehee, exactly. You're just like all the rest of them. Today. So today we're going to do super easy, salsa slow cooker chicken. This is like one of those like classic Pinterest recipes. Okay. This is like classic. Can I call it a basic bitch recipe? Because this is for all you Ugg boot wearing, pumpkin spice latte drinking, Stanley tumbler in 10 colors having basic bees. Okay, it's got 4 ingredients, and one of them is optional. So this is going to be so easy. And the reason that I like this recipe, I've made it before. The reason that I like this recipe is that it's just going to make a whole mess of shredded chicken. Okay. And then you can use that. You can add it to like a chicken tortilla soup, or you can add it to like tacos, or you can add it to like, you can do like a spiced chicken sandwich. You could throw barbecue sauce on it and it would just like totally be fine. You could do like a pulled chicken situation. Like there's just a whole bunch of things that you can do with it once you've like made the mess of chicken. Let me make sure. Thank you. I unearthed this one. I hadn't seen it in a while, but I do like it. I know folks have opinions about cap sleeves, but I like them on me. I think I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm like buff, but I think they're flattering on me. That's just my opinion. Um Wait, Lassie says Vix, no talking about that. That's rude to say. Uh, um, Lassie says, so this is for Cabels? Wait, what? What's for Cabels? Um, Jane says, oh, hi, yes, how do I get a 10 Stanley salary? Oh, I know, they're so expensive. Well, and honestly, I don't like, so I have water bottle opinions. I have strong water bottle opinions, as it turns out. And basically, I have just kind of come to accept that I am never going to find the perfect water bottle, so I just use an imperfect one, and it's fine. Alpine says, I do love my Ugg boots and pumpkin spice. Heck yeah, who doesn't? I mean, they're cozy, right? Like peak cozy is what we go for. Vic says, I gotta say, Ugg boots look pretty comfy, but I'd never wear them out of the house. I don't know that they're really like that practical to wear out of the house. So the first time Ugg boots rolled around, I was in high school, and my parents like looked at them and they were like, these are friggin' fleece lined boots, and you live in California. They're like $100+ fleece lined boots, and you live in California. We're not buying those. And that's very reasonable, I think, now. Although at the time they were super trendy and everyone had them, and so I had to have them because I was a teenager and that's what teenagers are like. But I've never owned a pair of Ugg boots, unfortunately. And now, of course, like it snows here, right? It snows where I live. It snowed this week, in fact. And now everything is salty and slippery and wet and icy. And they're not practical snow boots. They're like, they've got like cushy foam soles and they just get wet and soak through. They're just not good winter footwear. So what are they good for? James, this is a good color and fit for sure. Thank you. Jane says, I do too, a walla for life. Oh, you know what's funny about that? I went to Target yesterday, and I was wandering around Target because I needed two things. I needed body scrub and I needed moisturizer. And so I bought those two things. And I knew there was one other thing that I was supposed to get, and I couldn't remember what it was. So I was wandering around the store trying to figure out what it was while I waited for Grog to answer the phone, which he did, and he couldn't remember either. We never did find it. I don't know what we were supposed to get. I don't remember. But I walked by these Awala water bottles, and I was like, ooh, that one looks good. And then I went, Leah, no. Leah, you have like 10 water bottles. You don't need another one. And I know none of them are perfect, but none of them are going to be perfect. And so you should just use the one you have. And I talked myself out of it, and I walked out of the store. Oh, you know what else I talked myself out of? Although, God, Brigitte was no help was no help at all. They have hot pink tutu skirts in adult sizes. This is like, I mean, it's like kind of like just below the knee, like puffy pink, hot pink tulle skirt. And I was like, I need it, except I don't. So, and I was like, Brigitte, tell me I don't need this. And Brigitte was like, no, but you do need that. And I'm like, no, you have to tell me I don't need it. I'll wear it once. I'm not buying this. Dr. Andy says perfect is the enemy of the good, etc. I do believe that in my better moments, because when I try for perfect, I end up with nothing. And when I try for good enough, I get a thing, and that's great. Arcadia says Uggs look impossible to clean. Agreed. Dr. Andy has also never owned a pair of Ugg boots. Dr. Andy, do you have strong feelings on Ugg boots? I'm wondering. You have strong feelings on most things. So I have to think you've got to have strong feelings on Ugg boots. Brigitte said, isn't California cold like the north of California? It depends on what you mean by cold. I mean, so for the most part, like there are places in California where it gets cold. Like there are places like that, like are in the mountains where it gets legitimately cold and like it snows and stuff. Where I lived was not one of them. It never really got below 50 degrees, like ever. Like where I lived, you could comfortably wear wool socks with Birkenstocks all year round and you wouldn't get wet and you wouldn't get cold. So like you really didn't need Ugg boots. Alpine says, Eon, there's a kit to clean them. Really interesting. Eon says, I clean my DMs with a cloth. my DMs could not be cleaned with a cloth. I would definitely need some kind of specialty cleaner to get my DMs in any shape, semblance, or form for like public consumption. Mountains. Lassie says, I forget Leah has a one stream memory. I don't even have a one stream memory. If you asked me what happened 10 minutes ago, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Alpine says they are originally surfing boots for when you get back to the beach or after you go Richter at back door. What? Anyway, but that would have described the area that I was from, okay? Because that was the girls that had them, were the surfer girls. And those were the popular girls in my school, right? Like, the surfer girls were the popular girls. I've never been a water person. Arcadius redeems... Tell Chester he is the goodest boy. Where are you, Chester? Are you the goodest boy? What are you doing? It's actually a good question. Where the hell is the dog? What have you got? Are you the goodest boy? Yes. Come here. Come here. Sit. Yes, you are the goodest boy. Oh, you're such a good boy. So says chat. All right. Ooh. Knocking things over. Alpine says, so totally fair, Eon. I'm a bougie bitch and have yet to be peer pressured into Doc Martens. Pretty sure all my favorite people have them, though. Oh, all my people. Oh, in fact, you know what? I do own Doc Martens, and those are practical snow boots, believe it or not. Dr. Andy says, I used to have strong feelings about Uggs, but I've chilled out on them. Not super attractive, but understandably practical for a cold, dry climate and apparently comfy as hell. All right, there you go. Brigitte says, I want to try a pair of Crocs. I mean, these are not Crocs. Wait, I can't, I have to do it from this side. See, these are not Crocs. These are actually Birkenstocks. They're my old work kitchen shoes, that I wear on days when I can't cope with wedges. It says cleanup crew from the John Wick movies. Doc says, Alpine, do you want to go shopping for your first pair together? I can confirm, as someone who has experience in shopping for Dr. Martin's boots with Dr. Andy, that it is fun, and you should take him up on it if you can. That's how I ended up with yellow patent leather Doc Martens. Let's see. Vic says I have strong feelings on Crocs, sandals, and flip-flops, and that is that they are sent from the deity in the sky that your kids may or may not actually pray to, because they love us. Arcadius says, oh, he's gone. He was there a moment ago being good. He's still being good. He's outside the kitchen, but he's there now. Dez's kids love Crocs. Okay. Lassie says, I explained Cabela's on more than one occasion, has called herself a basic bitch. And you said this is a basic bitch recipe. Yes. Yes. For all of you Taylor Swift loving accountant comedians, this is a recipe for you. Alpine says 100% comfy as hell. I'm pretty sure Kai has the honor of taking me for my first pair and peer pressure. All right. Yeah, Vic says let's go with that. Yeah, let's go with that. Why not? We'll go with that. Okay, so should we start some of this? We should possibly start some of this. Let's start the chicken. Just because I don't wait, should I start the chicken? Should I start the chicken or should I do the cookies? I should probably do the cookies first because I think the chicken is not quite defrosted yet. Not that that's necessarily a problem for a slow cooker recipe, but yeah, I think I'm gonna do the cookies first. This recipe is extremely fussy. This is not the kind of thing that I have typically chosen to do on the channel because it's a pain in the booty. But we're going to do it anyway because, I think they're delicious and because Grog's team lead asked for them. Oh, that's what the problem is. That's just, there we go. That's better. So these are chocolate marshmallow fluff cookies. So marshmallow fluff is I don't know how to explain it. It's like, if you've never seen it, and we have a lot of non-Americans in the audience today, I note. I first heard of it when I was a kid because there was a kids series of books where the kids liked fluffernutter sandwiches, which, honest to God, fluffernutter is something that I found out about in a kid's book. Can you believe it? But it's look, it's like this is not very heavy. It's, well, I guess it's 16 ounces, but like it's marshmallow, but it's not like set or like powdered. It's like kind of liquidy a little bit, although it's not as liquidy as sometimes it is. It comes, I think, from New England somewhere is the company that makes it. Yeah, in St. Lynn, Massachusetts. So the Goog should be well acquainted with the fluff. But yeah, so apparently you just like you just put this and peanut butter in a sandwich and call it lunch, I guess, for some portion of the 1970s New England. But I have a tendency to use it for well, there's a couple of different things you can do with it, but these cookies are the thing that I use with it most often. Okay, so let's do this. And let's get some butter. Half a cup of butter. But we're going to double this because it's too little stuff for my mixer, and it's easier if I double it. So that's what we're going to do. But I just have to remember that I'm doubling it when I'm like pulling out all the ingredients, because otherwise I will forget. The recipe that I have on the site though is a single recipe. Lassie says Ugg boots are a fine boot, but unnecessarily pricey. I mean, they're like anything that like comes in and out of fashion, right? Like, of course they're gonna be pricey. I mean, I feel like Doc Martens are pricey. Birkenstocks are pricey, but they're kind of pricey for good reason. Like they're actually made of like good materials and stuff. I'm not actually sure that you can say the same thing about Ugg boots. Maybe the originals, I don't know. Okay, so this is supposed to be room temperature, so I'm gonna put it in the butter melter because I just pulled it out of the fridge. Actually, the butter melter needs to be cleaned, which I should probably do at some point in the very near future. Dude, why are you whining? What do you want? You want toys. Okay, here. All right. I'm going to show you guys what happens when Chester whines for toys. I have this mid-century modern fiberglass planter that lives in the corner that has dog toys in it because I don't actually want to put a plant in it because it's actually kind of worth something, which is why I store dog toys in it. So this is what happens. We pick up this thing and we dump it out. And all of the leashes and stuff go back in the bowl. And the dog can take his pick of the toys. Alpine says, I'll take a pick of my thrifted boot collection when I get a chance to give you an idea of my taste like. Shoe shopping. So fun. Egg fried cheese. Hi, how are you? It's good to see you. I'm making cookies and letting the dog pick toys. He doesn't even know what he wants. He's just sniffing around. Oh, Lassie, he chose your toy. He chose the squirrels. He wants to pull the squirrels out of the little stump. Okay, so yeah, now that I'm done watching my dog, right? Butter. I was doing butter. That's what I was doing. That's a little cool, but should be okay. Right. So brown sugar. Okay, I'm going to stick the top back on this. We don't need this until the end. Granulated sugar. Hi, Mom. How are you? How are things? 2 eggs. Biting panda. Hello. I guess we better watch out. I guess maybe we're probably okay unless we're eucalyptus, right? I am currently making chocolate marshmallow cookies. Also, if you want to do command recipe in chat, that will show you all of the things that we are making today. Mom says, or even afternoon, evening, depending on where you are. That is true. Our friend Egg Fried Cheese is also in Wales, where it is most definitely afternoon/evening. Opting out says Chester seems convinced that there are better toys in the kitchen. Also hi. Chester is always convinced that there are better toys in the kitchen. He just left them all sitting on the floor. What did you think you were going to find, dude? He left them all sitting on the floor and wandered away. He's basically a toddler. Life is good, but work is busy, so lurking. Okay, no worries. But thanks for checking in and saying hi. Egg fried cheese is it's also cold, but not snowy. It's cold here too. Wait, how cold is it? How cold is it there? Hold on a second. Let me look. I have at least part of Wales. You know what? Honestly, it's almost exactly the same temperature, at least like close to where you are. Where I am. It's precisely the same. Although we do still have snow on the ground. Arcadius is nearly 5 p.m. here and Wales adjacent. How Wales adjacent? Are you super close to Wales? I'm just curious. Lassie says, but if you want a really good boot for under $100, Kamek Nation Plus boots are top tier. Really? I've never even heard of that brand. Interesting. Are they like work boots or what kind of boots are they? Okay, espresso powder, which should be in here, probably. Yeah. Espresso powder. And then cocoa powder. Cocoa powder. Which I think is in here. I can't really... All the chocolate should be in here. Yeah, it is. And then baking soda. Uh-oh. Where's my baking soda? Oh, here it is. Behind the marshmallows. Oh, I guess I have a new one. We must have used the old one for something. New baking soda's good, though. And then salt is over here. Chocolate chips. I don't think there are chocolate chips in that bag, so hopefully there's chocolate chips in here. Oh, yeah, there are. Tons of chocolate chips. Plenty of chocolate chips. Okay. Right. Preheat the oven to 350. Easy peasy. Now what? Line a baking sheet with parchment paper and set aside. I think let's start with... Oops. Let's start with 4. If we don't need all of them, great. If we need more, then that's okay too. Chester completely de-squeaked his dragon. We bought him a dragon. I don't know. I think when we went to go get his picture taken with Santa. Although we didn't know we were doing that. We thought we were just going to, like, buy dog food. But he ended up getting his picture taken with Santa, and we bought him a dragon while we were there. So that was late November. I think it actually might have been, no, it wasn't Thanksgiving weekend. It must have been the weekend after. So it must have been the first weekend in December. So like it took him like 6 weeks to get the to get the squeaker out of it. That's not that bad. Arcadia says I'm about an hour from the Severn Bridge, about 90 minutes to Cardiff. Have you been to Cardiff? It's really nice. I really enjoyed it. Although my major observation at the time, aside from the fact that like I really enjoyed the kind of like local food scene and like local cocktail scene was that it was very, very drunk. There were maybe it was just because we were there on a holiday weekend. It was a holiday weekend for us. I don't know if it was a holiday weekend for you guys. Anyway, whatever. We were there over a long weekend, and it was just like we were there on a Saturday night, and the downtown area was just like absolute. I basically felt like all of Wales had just congregated in that one little strip in Cardiff, and they just decided to like drink from like 8 p.m. until like 6 o'clock in the morning. Lassie says work boots for winter. Okay, got it. Opting out says I don't think Durdle is here. I wanted some assurance as the possum's attorney that the interrogation would indeed be voluntary. I'm sorry, what? Shark Ashwinder, how are you? Before you do the redeem? What? You know, you can just do Command Durdle if you need the website. Command Durdle will get you there. Lassie says, but if you're willing to spend 100 to 200 in an area that gets snow under like 7 inches of snow at a time, Vessi high tops. Oh, okay. All right, cool. Good to know. Alpine says, did you have the Welsh national dish, cheese on toast? Hi, opting out. Oh my god. All right. What is that face? But congratulations on hanging out with me long enough that you could redeem VIP status. Arcady says, Alyssa, I have. Last time I went to Cardiff was to referee a roller derby game. Their local roller derby team, the Tiger Bay Brawlers, are lovely people. Roller derby people, in my experience, are all lovely people. There are probably people who have had other experiences, but I have really enjoyed my interactions with roller derby people. And I lived in Wales for 3 years. I did my undergraduate degree at something that is completely unpronounceable but Welsh. No age chat years ago. I see. Rashid says, oh yeah, several valleys of people drowning their woes from an oppressive capitalist system every weekend. That's fair. All right, let's go ahead and throw this VIP thing out there. I am absolutely thrilled. Oh my gosh, you've been very disciplined about your channel point usage because you haven't been hanging out here that long. Unable to add VIP. Okay. Let's try this again. Excellent. I must have typed it wrong. I did it. There's a Lassie boot recommendation. Well, if I ever need cold weather work boots, then I will know what to get. Opting out says, not sure what the voluntary interrogation of possums is like, but I'm sure it is good Twitch. Yes. Yes, I'm just going to agree. Oh, Brigitte also went to Aberystwyth. I'm going to say that wrong, I'm sure, for undergraduate. Brigitte says, you know what's funny? I accidentally came across someone I actually went to lectures with in another Twitch chat this year. No way, really? Opting out says, I'm not really a channel point sort of guy. I didn't even realize this was there until you mentioned it the other day. Thanks, Leah. You are welcome. And thank you so much for spending so much time that you accumulated all of those channel points to be able to have a little pink diamond by your precious little name. Thank you. It's a joy having you in chat, honestly. Nonsense and all. Oh, wait, no, I forgot you're the normal one. Wait, perfect pronunciation. No way. So I was actually trying to do Welsh Duolingo for a while, but I was trying to do Welsh and French at the same time and giving short shrift to both of them. So I decided I would do the French one first and try to finish that and then move on to Welsh. So we're going to try that. Arcadia says I need to decide between a diamond and the joke. Okay, so I'm never going to change the price of the joke. The joke will remain 69,420 channel points. However, the VIP status goes up periodically. I have no like methods specifically, but I do look to see how many VIP slots I have left and decide how to scale up to an eventual 50,000 channel points. So, just so you know, the longer you wait, the more it will cost. That's my hard sell on the VIP status. Egg fried cheese says Welsh is awesome. What do I think the Welsh word for microwave is? I'm guessing it's microwave. Welsh is ancient and microwaves are new. Am I right? I know that the French word for Wi-Fi is le Wi-Fi. It makes me sound like I'm like a house Wi-Fi. Popty Ping! That's adorable! It's so cute! Is that true? It's so cute! Lassie says Columbia Heavenly Omni Heat boot is a good $150 winter hiking boot. Ooh, that's good to know. Okay, because here's the thing. I do have like hiking boots that I use as snow boots, but they're kind of worn out. So that is an attractive choice. Helpful. Thank you, Lassie. Okay, so we're working at all of this. Okay, so here, let me grab the mixer first of all. Oops, I just pulled the charger out and turned on the mic. Did you go? Okay. I just pulled the charger out of the wall, turned on the food processor, and then took the top off of it all in about 10 seconds. I just need to take a breath. Okay, all right, hold on. Let me move this over here and put the top back on it. And then I replug the charger so that my phone continues to charge because it was too low. And then I'm gonna move my water and I'm gonna move the mixer over here so y'all can see it. This is fine. Everything's fine. Egg fried cheese is technically it's microdon, but everyone uses Popty Ping. That is so cute. Do you speak fluent Welsh? I know it's actually fairly rare for folks to speak fluent Welsh these days, but I'm curious. Or comparatively rare between those people who speak Welsh and who speak English. Okay, Lassie's moving off of boots now. Well, that you can go on boots if you want. This is all interesting information, I think. Egg fried cheese says, unfortunately not. I might learn it again. I mean, it's very cool. Like, it's a very cool language. It's interesting that it, like, the pronunciations are all interesting. It's got an interesting structure. I don't know. I enjoyed trying to learn it, even if the only thing that the Welsh Duolingo course wanted to teach me was things like Cenid and Panas. So we're good as long as we need to talk about leeks and parsnips. Which actually is uniquely relevant for my situation because I talk about food a lot. But still, there's probably more useful, like, basic information that you could teach somebody in a Welsh language course. Right. Okay. Stand mixer fitted with paddle attachment, cream, butter, and sugars together until the mixture becomes light and airy about 2 minutes. Okay. Let's throw the butter in here. Butter. It's been so long since I baked anything. So I've talked about this a few times. I was kind of trying to limit, I mean, I guess I kind of still am, trying to limit my sugar a little bit because I wanted to see if that had any impact on the headaches that I was getting. But as it turns out, I'm not sure it is. I'm not sure that's a factor because I've been basically avoiding sugar for like a month and it hasn't changed anything. So we've got an appointment to see the doctor and we will see what the doctor has to say about it. It's time to seek help from an actual medical professional. On that, and on the fact that I have done something ghastly to my shoulder, and I'm not really entirely sure what that is. So like this is fine, but when I'm holding weight in my left hand, like dumbbells or whatever, pressing up like that is agonizing. like like here and then like down the back of my shoulder. I really don't know what the problem is, but like it's not good. So yeah, so rather than letting this continue to get worse, I'm going to attempt to get it looked at, and if I have to do physical therapy or something or whatever, then let's just do that, because otherwise going to bar is difficult. Right, 2/3 of a cup of white sugar, and then 2/3 of a cup of brown sugar. Yeah, I don't know. I just like, if you do the thing, like when you start having a problem, you do the thing where you just like Google the thing, right? And then you look at the things that Google says to do. And some of the things that Google says to do are reduce your stress via exercise and eating properly. Limit your caffeine intake, avoid sugar, or see if certain foods are a trigger for you. And so like, there's just like little things that they suggest. And I was trying all the little things and doesn't seem to have helped. Let's see. Borada, Mrs. Teacher, Borada Palv, Borada egg fried cheese. The E technically has a hat. Arcady says that reminds me of having a storming hangover and watching something omnibus with English subtitles. Lassie says moving off of boots because that's all I got, unless you want summer boots. I don't need summer boots. I just need, right now I only need winter boots. So that seems reasonable then. Opting out says my doc called me a couple of days ago to say that the symptoms I've been reporting on this heart monitor he gave me are SVT. So probably nothing. Maybe it is a serious thing. So seeing a cardiologist soon. Well, that's good. See, doctors are good for you. Probably. Vic says I try not to Google health related things. That is my trigger. Oh, well then definitely don't. I don't have it. I don't really have that. But yeah, if that's a trigger for you, don't do that. Do not Google symptoms. Google will say presumably you are dying. That is probably true. Pobble e coom. Okay. Pobble. What does it mean? Percy, what does it mean? Good doctors are good. Exactly. See, you're going to die. But I knew what the end of the sentence was. I could predict based on the context. People of the valley. Makes sense. Okay, so sugars and butter, and we're going to cream them together. Okay, we can do that. Just move this over here because there's no particular reason for that to be in the way. Welsh language soap opera? No way. Are there a lot of Welsh language television shows? Also, is it entertaining? Do people die in car crashes only to be resurrected 3 episodes later? Because I would love that. Is it available on American television? Sorry, I'm trying to avoid this exploding out of the mixer, so. But I think it'll be all right now. Welsh kids game shows are hilarious to watch. Fuck knows what's going on, but I still try to answer the question. That's really good. Oh, you should come and play. I guess it might be we have ended up playing maybe kind of late for you, but you should come play. Jackbox games in Discord if you like kids game shows. Brigitte says it's Welsh language, but it does have the occasional English sentence or so, which used to make walking into a room with it on and a hangover an existential challenge. What? So this is a show that you can only watch while hungover? That might be a problem for me. I haven't had a hangover in a really long time. Tiny Emily loves Jackbox. Also, hi. Hi. Wait, hold on. Are you in the Discord? I don't even know if you are, but if you want to join the Discord, that's where we play Jackbox games sometimes. That's where that is. And y'all are all welcome to join if you like. We try to do it about once a month. That does not work here, Arcadia. Oh, and you are. Okay, cool. Well, I usually try to put up, this time it was kind of short notice, but I usually, a couple of weeks in advance, I usually try to put up an event so that people will notice and see it and come join in if they like. I'm gonna just scrape this down a little bit before I make it go a little faster, because what we want to do here, and this is part of the reason why I say that this recipe is a little fussier than most of the things that I make on stream. The recipe is from a place called Broma Bakery, and I think this is actually like an actual bakery. I don't think this is like, I think this might actually be an actual bakery. And so what we're looking for here is like a very light and fluffy mixture, because chocolate cookies have a tendency to be dense, and if we're going to incorporate the marshmallow fluff, it's easier the lighter the dough is, basically. So we're trying to incorporate air into this mixture, in addition to getting a nice mix of like butter and sugar. Tiny Emily wants to know what my favorite games are from Jackbox. I don't know what to tell you. I mostly sit out and just audience. I know, I believe, based on our experience with the last couple of times we've done it, the popular favorite seems to be Quiplash. That seems to result in the largest amount of like cackling giggles. So that one is also amusing to me. The murder trivia that Brigitte did this last time was like amusingly dark, but I don't know that I would say that trivia is my favorite thing. Also, it seems to be kind of unfairly balanced, like towards American players. It doesn't, like, there's a lot of American-centric questions in it that seemed a little unfair. Also, yes, thank you, Brigitte. I appreciate that. Right, so this has to be scraped down again. It's a good thing I got 4 hours today, because I was very chatty earlier. And also, we do tend to play with voice chat on, but you don't have to. Like if it's late for you and you've got other people in your house, you're just not interested or comfortable with it, you don't actually need to play with voice chat on, but you can if you want. Aha! And Lassie would like to play Two Truths and a Lie. Amazing. That is terrific timing. I assume you're going to give us 3 facts about you. That way I can run that down. We can run our ad break, and then we can come back and guess. It'll give us something to do during our break. And Egg Fried Cheese wants to know if I know Sudoku / variation Sudoku. Yes. And actually, if you follow Dr. Andy 23, they occasionally on Saturdays do Super Liz Doku, where our friend Super Liz does Sudoku with chat. Right. So Lassie is going to give us 3 facts about Annika, it looks like. Y'all can vote on which one you think is the lie. Then I will guess. Then we will come back and Lassie will tell us which one is in fact the truth. But first, we are going to run a quick ad break. 3 minutes of ads. You won't miss anything. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to put something else on the screen for subscribers. Non-subscribers will see a few ads. That keeps us pre-roll free for the rest of the stream. I appreciate your patience, and we will be right back. And we are back. Hi there. Brigitte asked the question what Chester is dreaming of. Lassie, as usual, has offered up a tremendously clever suggestion, which is that Chester is dreaming of joining the cast of Paw Patrol, which I guess he probably is, because he is back there asleep. Apparently demanding all of the toys be put on the floor was just too much for Chester. Trombone Dalek, hi, it's good to see you. I also have to scroll up to read this because this is very exciting. Okay, so Egg Fried Cheese says, TLDR, I started setting variation puzzles myself on 0101, second puzzle set on 0201, and it was featured on CTC within 36 hours of it being released. I hold the record for the fastest a new setter has been featured on the channel. That's amazing. Congratulations. That's quite an accomplishment. That is definitely something to be proud of. I'm glad you're excited about it. All right. So, Lassie says, Lassie is playing Two Truths and a Lie with us. So 2 of these facts are true and 1 of them is a lie. Y'all are going to get a chance to vote in a poll on which one is the truth. Then I will guess so as not to sway the vote. And then Lassie will tell us which one is in fact the lie. The facts are as follows. Annika at 16 was only 5'10". 2, Annika can deadlift 225 pounds. I assume it's pounds. Or 3, Annika has 2015 vision. Is 2015 good? I hope that's good, because I don't actually know what that means. Egg Fried Seas, she says, they started with cryptic crosswords, but they're the largest YouTube Sudoku community, so be featured on their channel in 36 hours is insane. That's good. Congratulations. You're at 7 puzzles released. Amazing. I don't know anybody who like makes up their own Sudokus. That's really cool. Actually, I don't know. Does Liz make up her own? I'm not really sure. I don't know where Liz's come from. But yes, hi, Trombone Dalek. It's really good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Are you guys also getting crappy weather? I know you don't live terribly far from me as the crow flies. But it may be ever so slightly critically warmer down where you are than where we are. And I'm sure you know that we got some snow this week, which was, icky. Right, I am making cookies. So while y'all figure out which thing is true and which is the lie, I will continue my cookies. Oh, right. That didn't work. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to try this. Oh my gosh. Right. Okay, cool. All right. Okay. Trombone Deluxe is 18 degrees yesterday. By the time it was 28, students still wanted to be outside in short sleeve t-shirts. No! Wear a dang coat, kids. Lordy. Right. Okay. So there is in fact a poll in the chat for which is the Lassie spawn lie. Tall, strunk, or saw year of our Lord 2015. That is not what she said. She has 2015 vision. Oh, I get it. Is that a pun? Yeah, that's a pun. I'm calling it a pun. I'm pushing the button anyway. I don't know if it's a pun, but there we go. Trombone Dalek told them they at least needed a sweatshirt. Yes. Which one is the lie? That one's true. I'm going to say that one's true. I'm going to say that one's not. Okay. I have voted in the poll. So yeah, now y'all have to vote in the poll. Okay, so Egg Fried Cheese says, well, would I be bonked for posting a link in chat? Could be a link to my puzzles on a German site. Clicking on the puzzles, give picks and English rules. Okay, so I actually don't allow non-VIPs and non-moderators to post links in chat. It'll just be kicked back to you. It's just a setting on Twitch. I don't know if you're in the Discord, but you could certainly put it there. In Street Parade. I don't know if you're in the Discord. If you're not, I'm sorry. But yeah, that would be the place for that. Okay, so I have fluffed my butter and sugar. Now we're going to do egg and vanilla. All right. So I got to get the vanilla, which is actually over by the microwave. Let me just throw that there. Okay. Right. All right, so Trombone Dalek says the best part was the substitute told them they needed a coat and they didn't listen to her, and I called them by name while they were walking towards the door, and they went back and put on a sweatshirt. Congratulations, you have achieved the respect of children, which is no small feat. That's not even a joke. That might have sounded sarcastic. It totally wasn't. That is hard work, and you did it. Viper, hi. Oh my gosh, Shark, how are you? Hey, I was just talking about you on Tuesday. Were you making a temperature blanket? Do I remember that correctly? 27 total cases of bananas. I'm gonna die. I'm sorry to hear that. I offer you commiseration in your time of banana need. That didn't come out right, as things often don't. You ran out of yarn and need to finish it. I see. But I thought that was you. Yeah, we were talking about crocheting for some reason on Tuesday, and temperature blankets came up. Linked into the Discord. Okay, thank you, Egg Fried Cheese. If you guys are all interested in Sudoku, which I know some of you are, there is, in fact, a link in the Discord to the ones that Egg Fried Cheese has been inventing himself. You also got another Armageddon of strawberries. How are strawberries in season? It's friggin' January. Why? But that would make a good smoothie. Strawberries and bananas? Sounds good. I'm making cookies. So are you on a little work? Are you on a little work break? You stayed again. I'm gonna die. I'm sorry, White Viper. We are here for you in your strawberry hour of need. Anyway, it's always good to see you and check in. I'm sorry that work is trying to kill you. All right, the poll has closed and is all tied up. We are not sure whether Lassie's spawn is tall, strong, or saw the year of our Lord 2015. But if you guys may have seen which one I voted for, since I think there was only one vote at the time that I said that I was voting. But I said that I do not believe that Annika can deadlift 225 pounds. I'm not sure whether it's more or less. I believe that we are going to be out on a technicality on that one, but I'm gonna say that one. So Lassie, which one is the lie about Annika? Okay, so Trombone Daleks is my secret, treating and respecting them as humans. Imagine that. Imagine that working. Valuing their feelings and telling them they're valid, making them feel safe first, and helping them understand why certain rules exist, and allowing them to ask questions, while also teaching them when it isn't appropriate to do so. That all sounds pretty good to me. I have never been in charge of children, but that seems reasonable. Although I did one time have an interaction over baking, actually, with a friend's 3 kids. And they said, apparently, it was reported to me afterwards that they told him that they enjoyed baking with me because I treated them like adults. And I was like, I don't know how else to I mean, like people, they said adults, but I assume they mean just like regular people. And I was like, yeah, that's because I don't know how to do anything else. Okay, so egg fried cheese says my latest puzzle is the prettiest puzzle I've made so far. Oh, cool. Brigitte says Annika technically has necromancy powers, so technically no lift she completes can be called a deadlift. Annika has 2015 vision. Yes, Leah, it's good. Could explain it, but I won't. Google it if you wish. I will Google it, and it will be explained to me. Okay, so that is true. So which things are not true? I feel like I'm being tested. All right, now I need vanilla. A teaspoon of vanilla. So I need 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Where's the vanilla? Here it is. Trombone Dalek says genuine question. Since she's a necromancer, wouldn't that make more things a deadlift? I'm not sure I'm up for technicalities of necromancy. I don't have a San Francisco necromancer's license. I'm not well versed. Oh, by the way, this is our homemade vanilla that we started making, I don't know, like 6-8 months ago now. We got the recipe from our friend Hippie Wayfarer, which is also how we met egg fried cheese. So there are connections abound. But we're doing well with it. Okay, so Lassie says Annika can deadlift 225. Annika got to 5'10" quickly and stayed at that height until 15 and was over 6 foot by 16. Then by 18 hit the 6'9" mark. Wait. So that was a technicality. No way. And Trombone Doll, and opting out got it right. Heck. Trombone Dalek says, I have good news and bad news to share. Are you interested? Of course I'm interested. Absolutely. Okay, so I have, let's see. In another bowl, sift together flour, cocoa powder, espresso powder. I can't sift espresso powder, but we'll do our best. Right, so let's get a bowl. Bowl. Annika was not 5'10" at 16. She's 5'10" at 15. I remembered that, though. I just didn't remember the age. And I was right about being a technicality. I just had the wrong technicality. I'm going to throw a fit. Okay, opting out says, to be fair, I think all the facts and figures were gone over in a cherry stream once, so I had a bit of an edge. What, really? Okay, so, right. So 2 2/3 cups of all-purpose flour. I am going to sift the flour because, like I said, we are going for a light and airy batter here. We are trying to make this as light and airy as possible so that incorporating the marshmallow fluff is easier. There's my 3rd cup. Oh, wait, actually, I have the 2/3 cup out. I might as well just use that. So, oh, I need something to level this with. Hold on a second. Lassie says paying attention in streams pays off. Yeah, and as you've already observed, I have no attention at all for anything. No, I'm kidding. I remember some things, but not everything. All right, so Trombone Daleks is good. On a whim, I asked a student's mom if they could help me with housing. Larger story, but basically I don't have a place to live except my friend's couch in a month. Bad, my body didn't cooperate today, so couldn't make it to work, nor have I made any progress on my list of items to complete from yesterday. You know what? You are here. You are among friends. You are you successfully managed children. You're doing your best, which is great. I'm sorry to hear about the complicated housing thing. And sorry that your body didn't cooperate, but I'm glad you're around. Oh, and Trombone Dog says they didn't finish the good news part. The good news is they can help and are looking into multiple options for me. Awesome. I love to hear that. Well, at least you are on the way to it being a solved complicated situation. Plus I took my meds and ate breakfast. That's amazing. I don't know if you're out of bed, but if you're in general, if you're out of bed and you had food, you took meds, like if you went back to bed, that's cool. That works. Sometimes that's just what you got to do. But it sounds like you're doing great to me. All right, so that's 1 cup and 2 cups. Sorry, I got to make sure I get this correct. Hold on a second. Not out of bed. I do have a Minerva on me. Oh, and a kitty. Amazing. But yeah, food and meds is good and important. 2 2/3 cups of flour. In fact, that's a good question. Where the hell is Firebot? Is Firebot sending out reminders about food and meds and water? Because I have probably been ignoring it. Okay. Cocoa powder. 2/3 of a cup of cocoa powder. Right. This is one of those things that I actually kind of enjoy putting some black cocoa in if I have it, which I do. Nice. It's kind of a mess, but we'll do that. Trombone Dog says my partner is sick yet again. Bro, just stop being sick for less than a week before catching something else. You know what's funny? I feel like there are times when like that's just what happens. Like not this past fall. So not 2023, but 2022 was so bizarre. I feel like I was just sick for months. And I guess it was probably, I mean, like I had like my COVID vaccination and stuff, so that was a thing. But so it was probably just kind of having been out of the world for basically a year and a half, where I just didn't like, I just didn't, I was sick just for like a month and a half. Like from like October to December. And then of course, you know, in January I had my complete health meltdown, but luckily I'm feeling much better now. Lassie says, so basically Annika's a freak of nature, being 6'9" and 225 deadlift as an 18-year-old female, possibly better than what they call perfect eyesight. 38% 3-point shot. If he wanted to be a basketball player, she'd be the NBA GOAT. I think it's terrific how proud you are of your kids. It's really cool. And I love hearing about all the things she can do. It makes me really happy. All right. Sifting cocoa powder. Cool. Right. Espresso powder, not sifting that. Impossible. 1 teaspoon. What did I do with my teaspoon? I had one. Here it is. Yeah, this won't sift. It's too clumpy. And then a teaspoon of baking soda. I wish I knew where the other box of baking soda was. Like, there was another box of baking soda, I swear. Where did it go? I don't know. But luckily we have more, so it's fine. Not sifting this either, because what's the point? It's already pretty fine to begin with. And salt. Not sifting that either. How much salt? Half a teaspoon of salt, so a teaspoon of salt. These I'm going to throw in the sink for right now. And I'm just gonna whisk them because we're supposed to sift them together, but some of those things won't go through that sifter, so I know from experience that I'm just gonna have to whisk it anyway. Trombone Dolly says maybe the baking soda fizzed so much it just blasted off. I mean, that would be an interesting story, but no, I don't think so. I think it's much more likely that Grog used it to clean something with or something. Which is distinctly possible, or like he thought that the fridge was stinky or something, and so he put the open box in the fridge. I don't know. I didn't do anything with it, but potentially Grog did, and that's fine because there's another box in there. So what's the big deal? It's fine. Okay, so dry ingredients into the butter mixture. Oop. Sorry, let me just put my thing here. You like your theory better. Your theory is definitely the more entertaining of them. Honestly, that is actually what makes everyone in the universe so much funnier than me. Is that, you know, you tell that to Brigitte. You say, like, I think the box of baking soda just fizzed off. Brigitte will be like, yes, and also it took the kitchen towel that you lost with it. Would, you know, I don't know. This is why I can't do this. I'm not good. I'm not funny like that. But yes, that's how we end up with things like a crisp $20 bill and a fictitious restaurant job and flannel shirts. Opting out says, speaking of ovines, a sheep herding dog said to the shepherd, "Here are your 20 sheep, but I only have 18 sheep." The shepherd responded, "I know, but I rounded them up." Lucky for all of us, opting out is funny enough for everyone. Tombone Dalek says, how do I have 2 quilts of Minerva long sleeves and pants on, but I'm still cold? Hashtag relatable. Brett says, I like flannel shirts, though. I also like flannel shirts. Biting Panda says, how far along are you in the recipe? Not very. This is pretty normal for around here. I'm about 2/3 of the way through mixing the cookies. This is not reflective of how long this would take a normal person to make this recipe, but streaming is not normal. I forgot I was playing. That's fair. Ash says, okay, I gotta go coward the cold. Stay warm, friends. All right, say hi to the cold for me, because I won't be meeting it anytime soon. Talk to you later, Ash. Bye. From Bone Telex says, I love your look of defeat when you slowly turn to go hit the pun button. I can't help it. It's just like my natural reaction to how bad that joke was. Lassie says she's a Britney Grinder size with a 3-point shot. That's GOAT status. It totally is. Yeah. All right. So that is enough mixing for the dough. I'm going to add 2 cups of chocolate chips to this. I put the cup measurement in the sink. Hopefully it's not wet. It's not. Okay. So I'm just... Wait, hold on a second. This will be easier if I just push the mixer down. All right. So that's 1. Oops. We're just trying to get it kind of accurate here-ish. 2. Right. There's chocolate chips everywhere. This is fine. Everything's fine. It's all fine. It's totally fine. Everything's fine. Brett wants to know if he can have 2 cups of chocolate chips. Maybe it will help with my depression today. You can absolutely have chocolate. In fact, if you want to wait, you can have cookies. I'm sorry today is not a good brain day. We all have those. Well, maybe not all of us. I certainly have those. And they suck. So, I'm sorry to hear that that is the case for you today, but I'm glad you're here. And hopefully we can at least provide you some company in your current state. All right. This is all going back in the chocolate box. This is just all different kinds of chocolate. Cocoa nibs and bar chocolate and cocoa powder and 2 different kinds of cocoa powder. It's just a mess. Now, here is what we do with this dough. So the recipe has a suggestion for how to make this happen. I tried to do it their way and I didn't like it. So I have a different way of doing it. I left them both on the recipe that I put in the website. The one that you can get by hitting command recipe. And so yeah, you can try it. You can try it both ways and see which way you like if you want to make these. But what I am going to do is I am going to get 1 cup of, sorry, give me a second. 1 cup of marshmallow fluff. First I'm going to just scrape down these bowl sides to make sure that I've got all of this incorporated. And then I'm going to add it all to this bowl, kind of a lump at a time, because I feel like it's easier to kind of layer it in rather than trying to like scoop it the way that they want you to do it. So, hold on a second. Let me wipe off my hands. And I need to find a cup measurement. Ugh. All right. Lassie says, but as big as she is physically, apparently her brain is bigger. Ash says, I hope that's the silver bullet. I'd tolerate chocolate chips if it was. Wait, what? You don't like chocolate chips? How do you not like chocolate chips? I thought you were leaving. Bye, Ash. All right. I'm also going to spray this cup measurement with, what do you call it? Cooking spray, because it'll be easier to get the marshmallow fluff out. And also a tiny spatula. A sprayed tiny spatula is useful for getting the marshmallow fluff out of the jar. All right. So here is how this is going to work. Lassie says, but a parent has 3 jobs. 1, make sure they don't die doing stupid stuff, as all kids do. 2, teach them to be kind and be able to survive on their own. And 3, be their best cheerleader. Lassie, I just really like you. That's lovely. I mean, I don't know. I've never had children. I don't know if that's all you have to do, but that sounds pretty good to me. All right, let's put all of this in here. I mean, honestly, I feel like if all parents did that, then you know, then kids would have a good chance. All right. Is that? No, it's not quite enough. We need a little bit more. All right, that is about right. Plonk. This is so much marshmallow fluff. What am I supposed to do with the rest of it? I'm gonna have to make like another 4 batches of this stuff. All right, so here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna throw some batter, cookie dough, in here. I feel like this is a little like heftier than it usually is. I don't really know why that is. And then I'm going to spread some marshmallow fluff, dollop some marshmallow fluff, I don't know, into the bowl here. And then I'm going to continue along those lines, attempting to create like some striations of marshmallow fluff, because this is the easiest way I have found to be able to scoop these without fully incorporating the marshmallow fluff, which is no good. It's got to be streakier. It's no fun. I'm going to use my fingers. My hands are clean. And also they're going to be baked. So, Brett says, I found out the other day that my meat grinder can extrude cookie dough. Mind you, I always deep clean it every time I use it. So I got perfect cookie dough logs that I cut perfect cookie discs from to make perfectly round cookies. So don't judge me. I thought it was smart at the time. I'm not going to judge you. That sounds brilliant. That sounds extremely innovative. I like it. I don't know if my meat grinder can do that. I do have a meat grinder, but it's like an attachment to my KitchenAid. And also, I don't think I could do that with these cookies. Like, these cookies, I think, would not work very well that way. Just because of the, like, marshmallow striation situation. Trombodolic says, whenever I hear about marshmallow fluff, I immediately think of fluffernutters and fudge. Yeah, see? Fluffernutters! You know about fluffernutters, too! I feel like was it a Beverly Cleary book? I feel like it was Beverly Cleary, where they talked about fluffernutters. I know it wasn't a feature of my childhood. I was not granted the opportunity for marshmallow peanut butter sandwiches. That was not a thing that happened in my childhood. Not that I'm complaining. I'm really not. But and then the fudge recipe is right on the fudge recipe is right on the canister. I've never made the fudge recipe that's on the side of the canister. Maybe we could do that with the rest of it. I don't really like fudge that much though. So I don't know that I would make it just because I don't really want to eat it. But I guess, yeah, it's like a shortcut way of making fudge. I think there's also a shortcut way of making like royal icing with marshmallow fluff. I've never tried that either. I mean, it's just basically meringue, right? Like it's like not set gelatin based meringue. Anyway. All right, here we go. So, give me a second here to just rinse off my finger. And we're going to get a cookie scoop. So, believe it or not, my the cabinet, the baking cabinet that we reorganized, has been getting a lot of use. But it has remained organized. So I think we may have finally cracked the code on keeping that that cabinet organized. It's kind of amazing. Kids do stupid stuff because of lack of life experience, not lack of brain power. Yes. They also lack development of prefrontal cortex in addition to lack of experience. That's fair. Yeah, and also science stuff. Yes. Trombone Delic says, I feel like that was something from Ramona. I feel like that's true too. Yeah, and I never made fudge growing up. My mother made chocolate chip cookies and homemade eggnog and meringue cookies, like the kind that you bake. Trying to think, sometimes oatmeal cookies, but like not a whole lot of some brownies, but usually from a box, like bundt cake maybe, but from a box usually. My mom wasn't the biggest baker, but she's good. She's good at lots of other things. Breast is the only fudge I will eat is Romanian fudge. Okay. Uses of marshmallow fluff stream when will it fry? Let's batter marshmallow fluff, put it in the deep fryer and see what happens. Leah's 101 uses for marshmallow fluff stream. This is something you guys want. Okay. This is an interesting concept. Maybe I'll finally try a fluffer nutter sandwich, but we're not going to do that today. I have other things I need to do today. Right. So, cookie scoops. How big a cookie do I want? I think this is the one I usually use for this. I have here my I have here my these. Do these need to be sprayed? Baking sheet with parchment. It doesn't say to spray them, but I think I'm going to. And I'm definitely spraying the cookie scoop. I kind of want pretty big cookies, so I'm going to be doing kind of like a rounded scoop of these spheres. Yeah, that looks about right. Yeah, I'm going to be kind of making big cookies out of this. They're kind of ridiculous, but that's okay. They're cookies filled with marshmallow. Of course they're ridiculous. But this is why I double the recipe, because A, it fits better in my mixer, and B, because, you know, I don't know, you kind of want, like, this kind of cookie should just kind of be big, right? Like, it shouldn't be like a tiny little cookie. You want to show the marbling. And we're just going to do 6 per sheet. Breath says where most fudges are hard or brick-like. Romanian fudge is like a petite chocolate cake that is thicker rather than airy, with a light top layer of salty caramel glaze on it. That sounds delicious. That actually does really sound good. I actually, I know, believe it or not, I know a streamer, another food and drink streamer. We actually rated her, I think, last week. Who's Romanian. I wonder if she's had it. I'm curious now. I will have to ask Dana the next time I see her. Lassie says, and parents have too many jobs to list them all. But if you can do the 3 things listed before, you've done well. I think that does sound about right. That does sound about right. Oh, I forgot to spray this one. Well, that's okay. So we will see whether we like the sprayed one better or the other one better. We will see what happens. I really miss my Vegeline. So in the restaurant where I worked, or the bakery where I worked, they had this brand of vegetable spray called Vegeline, and I guess I could probably get it on like Amazon or something, but like my regular grocery store doesn't carry it. And it just has a much nicer, like, spray top than the generic Wegmans cooking spray does. And I think actually it has like, I think it has like no silicone in it or something. There's like something special about it. It's like purer, more pure. Anyway, so yeah, I think it's better, but I've never gone to the effort to figure out how I could acquire it as a home cook. Probably should. Every time I use this cooking spray, I'm reminded of why Vegeline was better. All right. There's that. I'm glad I did 4 trays because I think that's going to be just like 2 more cookies on the other tray. Like 1. Oh. Oh, and Trombone Dalek is agreeing. Well, that seems like a good start then. Right. Okay. Hold on. Let me grab this thing and just get the rest of this cookie dough out. Put it right here. Yeah, make about 2 more cookies. This smells so good. It's like all chocolatey, marshmallowy. I don't even know if you can like buy marshmallow fluff in other countries. Is that, it seems like one of those things that might just be an American thing. Sorry, I'm creating a mountain of dishes in the sink and they just toppled. Okay. Miss Heather. Oh my gosh, hi. How are you? It's good to see you. Are you working away today? Seems like a time when you might be at work. Yes, we are making chocolate marshmallow cookies. So that's fun. Brett says, yeah, you can, but they don't call it marshmallow fluff. Oh, interesting. What do they call it? I kind of want to try a fluffer nutter sandwich now. Do we have like the right bread for that? It feels like that should be put on bad bread. I'm not sure if I have bad bread. Ooh, I do have bad bread. I really should not. I should not. I'm also really good. I've had a good morning. It's actually taken like friggin' forever to do these cookies together. I'm so slow today, but other than that, it's been a good day. Oh, Brigitte, you're here. Actually, Brigitte, can you throw a shout out Heather's way? If you guys are Fortnite fans, this is one of my current favorite people to watch play Fortnite. So, highly recommend Heather as a Fortnite streamer. What just happened here? Okay. Jane says, I'm so proud of myself. I've gotten up 3 times to grab snacks and water, and I've yet to grab water. I mean, sometimes that happens. Here. Cheers. A lot of the time I'm watching Heather play Fortnite on our friend Meep's channel. But Heather also streams on her own. Let's see. Trombone Dalek says it doesn't have to be bad bread. The portions of peanut butter to fluff is more important, but potato bread is superior. I have honey wheat. I have like a honey wheat bread. It's like a nature's own. Sorry, this thing is pulling on my ear today and it's really uncomfortable. Wait, Trombone Dolly's Leah played Fortnite with a friend for the first time in months, and we ended on our first win of the night. Heck yeah! Victory Royale! Congratulations. GG. Okay, Lassie is gonna head out. Thank you so much for popping by, Lassie, and thank you for playing Two Truths and a Lie. It's always fun. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Oh yes, almost Friday. Yeah. Today's Thursday. And actually, I don't think we have any plans this weekend, so we can just laze around and enjoy ourselves, which is fantastic. Let's see. Trombone Dalek says honey wheat works, has a nice squishy softness, but potato has a nice squishy softness, but honey wheat is close. That's what I was thinking too. Like it should be kind of a soft squishy thing. But I don't know. I'm a little bit scared. Also because of the aforementioned kind of trying to avoid sugar a little bit. I'm or at least limit it a little bit. I kind of don't want to have a marshmallow sandwich, but someday I will try it. Okay, so let's get these into the oven. Bake for 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, so let's try 10 minutes. I think it's going to take longer than that, but we'll see. Oops. Wait. 10 minutes. Play. Okay. Now I need the crock pot, which is over here. This could not be easier. This is like one of those recipes. It's not quite the embarrassment of making crunch wraps from a kit on stream level of embarrassment, but this is like one of those things that like initially I thought I would probably just never do on stream because it's so embarrassingly simple. But here we are. There are times in your life when embarrassingly simple is the way to go. Actually, let me grab a bowl because I'm gonna have to cut open these chicken packages. Hold on a second while I do this. I know you guys can't see me, but it is what it is. Omega's Prime, hi. Are you eyeing up my cookies? Why do I constantly say things like that? Good Lord, what's wrong with me? I honest to goodness, I don't even realize what I'm saying until it's out of my mouth. I need scissors. Anyway, hi Omega's Prime. How are you? It's good to see you. I hope things are good. This chicken is still a little bit frozen, but that's not actually a problem for the slow cooker. Meep! Oh my gosh, thank you for the follow. Hi. How are you? Good to see you. You guys, this is my other favorite Fortnite streamer. I mean, okay, so like I do follow some bigger, like some big name Fortnite streamers, and like that's fun, but like I don't know, there's just something about a community that has been lovingly nurtured the way Meeps has that is like super attractive to me. The thing I love about his streams is just how funny you guys all are together. It's just it delights me every time I hang out in there. Ugh. Let's see. Brett says, I know sometimes it just goes by the brand of mallow or marshmallow cream, making it simple. Making it is simple, really, but it's even easier and cheaper to just get the ingredients and make it yourself. No, I do. Oh, you can definitely do it. Oh, and Trombone Dalek can definitely buy it. She's not actually that far from me. And I have made like homemade marshmallows before where you can just like kind of leave it at the marshmallow fluff stage. It's just this costs like $3 and the eggs would be that much. And plus all the work, it's just worth it to just buy it for me. But if you're in another country, it is what it is. Maybe Meep can show you how to use the grapple blade properly. Brigitte, shut up. I already told that story. I'm not going to tell it again. Besides, I killed him. It doesn't matter It doesn't matter what tool I used. Omega's Prime has slept in a lot, getting up and figuring out how to brain again. Hey, sleeping in is amazing, and congratulations on getting out of bed. Is amazing. He says grapple is hard. I I don't. Yeah, but man, I watch the way you and Heather use it, and I'm like in my freaking dreams. I just like to I can't even. I was just trying to get out of the storm, man. I was just trying to get out of the storm, and I just ended up doing this fancy spin thing instead, and ended up having to shoot the person instead of use the grapple blade on. It was fine. Brez says they definitely don't have marshmallow fluff in Japan. You have to make it yourself. That's fair. Arcadia says dinner demolished. I love it when batch cooking tastes even better after freezing and recooking. There are some things that are like that for real. Trombone Dalek says, Brigitte, you'd cringe watching me play because I don't know how to use any of the weapons properly. Hey, I don't either. And everyone's got to start somewhere. Right. So we're making the slow cooker salsa chicken. We're literally just going, it says 4 chicken breasts. It doesn't seem to really matter how many chicken breasts you use. It's fine. I'm using Arizona Dreaming from Penzies as my taco seasoning. Which is 2 teaspoons of taco seasoning. This is so easy. This is so easy. It's probably even easier in like an Instant Pot because you could just like do it and it would like take 20 minutes. But that's not that much of an important thing for me. And also my Instant Pot is broken. So we're just going to do it in the slow cooker. So 2 teaspoons of taco seasoning and then a cup of salsa. That salsa is almost empty, so I need the other one, which is here. Breast says they definitely don't know. Okay, I got that. I read that part. Where am I? That's why someone invented the stir term phrase, spray and pray. That's definitely me sometimes. Okay. Shit. Brigitte says, I just ate something with Arizona Dreaming in it. No way, did you? I sent Penzies spices to Brigitte. Okay, there we go. So now Brigitte also has Penzies spices. I'm just going to use this 3/4 cup measurement because that's what's out. And literally we're going to put 3/4 of a cup or a little bit more of salsa over the top of this chicken. Chunky red salsa. This is so embarrassingly easy, you guys. So embarrassing. And we're going to actually, in this particular case, I feel like I have a little bit more in the way of chicken than I usually do when I do this. I had 3 little packages of chicken. You're supposed to use 4 chicken breasts, but like they mean like the monster size chicken breast you get in the grocery store, and that's just not what I've got. I have like regular, normal, non-mutant size chicken breasts. So I think I'm going to see if I have any stock handy. Not in there. Yeah, here. Okay, hold on a second. Sorry, my lights are in the way. Yeah. So I'm actually just going to pour a little splash of chicken broth in here too, just to make sure we've got enough liquid to start. I just don't want it burning on the bottom of the crock pot before it even gets a really like chance to cook. Okay. We put the top on. We hit cook on high for 3 hours. And then we add the rest of the jar of salsa at the end. Anybody can do it, I swear. Okay, and this is like a great thing for like meal prepping, right? Because the good thing about it is that I think tonight we're gonna make chicken tacos out of it because I have lime wedges and cilantro, and I have some black beans that I'm just gonna throw together with some cumin, and we'll have tacos. And then I think over the weekend we can do like something else with it. I don't know. Depends on the weather. Like sometimes I like chill it and put it on salads. Sometimes I don't know. All right. Oh, okay. So Brigitte says we have advertisements inbound. So give me just a second here to catch up on chat. Trombone Dalek says, my friend and I don't usually stream our play unless we determine that in advance, since we catch up on IRL stuff, including specific details. That's fair. Trombone Dalek says, mine is usually spray and panic. You'll get better, I swear. I did. I'm still not good, but I'm better. Brigitte says, I won't say what the other 10 herbs and spices are. What? Oh, because it's secret? It's like a secret thing? Bress says, I'm going to go and be responsible and take some meds. I'll catch you all later. Enjoy the stream and the foods. Catch you all next stream. Later, chat and Leah. Later, Breath. I hope meds and time with friends and whatever all you get up to today makes for a better afternoon than the morning was. And hello, Shark Kaylee. How are you? It's good to see you. Speaking of Fortnite people, Kaylee, we haven't played in forever. We need to play. Okay, so we have 3 minutes of ads incoming. If you are not subscribed to the channel, you will see 3 minutes of advertisements. The rest of you will see something else if you are subscribed. And this is what keeps the channel pre-roll ad free for everyone and make sure that nobody misses any portion of the stream. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And I will be right back, probably with cookies, because that was the timer, in 3 minutes. I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, y'all can keep playing while I do things. I'm gonna make myself some lunch, but I didn't want you to think that I had forgotten about you because it's been way longer than 3 minutes. Do you know?
Can I interest you in fruit or dessert?
Night Captain Andrew, hello, thank you, and welcome. Thank you for the raid. We're playing a little bit of Words on Stream while I make my lunch. I discovered the reason that I'm a little longer. My thing went a little longer than I expected. Was that I discovered, thankfully, off camera, but also thankfully, that my earbuds are heat resistant because I dropped one in the oven, and then I had to retrieve it, which meant taking all the racks out and then getting my earbud back in my ear. So that was fun. All right. So let's see. What was Night Captain Andrew doing? Night Captain Andrew was playing food and drink. What did you make? What did you make today? Hold on. Let me I didn't actually realize that you stream. So I'm going to go ahead and drop you a follow real quick. Follow. But thank you for the raid, and welcome to all of you who are new here. Hi, I'm Leah Fireheart. This is the Fire Kitchen. I am currently making chocolate marshmallow cookies and salsa slow cooker chicken, which are basically done. I will show you the cookies here in just a minute. I was just about to put some peanut butter on this bagel while everyone's playing Words on Stream. Sweet and sour pork. That sounds amazing. Now I know you're actually like a real chef. I actually, because I didn't know you stream, I've never actually checked out your streams before. But if you guys want to drop a follow to a friend who has been hanging around here in these parts for a while, if you're into cooking streams, maybe go and check him out. Oh no! All right, we have died. Nice try, you guys. Good job. Brigitte trounced everyone, which is not that unusual around here. Jane must have been distracted because usually Jane ends up having to go into a meeting, and that is why Brigitte is able to to walk away with the lead. Sorry, my freezer just opened. Let me just switch this over to here. Okay. Right, but hello and thank you for the raid. Go me. Or you must be from Louisiana. I'm just guessing. I could be wrong. But hi, welcome to here. Also that's delicious sourdough. That's the kind of sourdough I buy. Mish. I'm not sure I'm saying that right, but it's delicious. Originally, hi, I guessed. We spent Thanksgiving in New Orleans, and so having had recent exposure to the concept of replacing every O with the EAUX. That's why I guessed. Ramon Dalek tried to put a valiant fight. You did great. You did great. Honestly, I'm actually I'm incredibly impressed when anybody manages half of Brigitte's score, because she's just really freaking good at that game. Right. So here is what we have done today. Let me show you. I pulled these out a while ago. Oh wait, sorry, I forgot to set the timer on that. Shoot. Hold on a second. I'm a mess as usual. Let me set a timer for 10 minutes because those other cookies are going to come out. So these, oh, you can see them back there too. We made chocolate marshmallow cookies, and basically what you're looking for is, like, if you squeeze them hard, they're going to be soft in the middle. Like, can you see that they kind of give a little bit? I don't know. But you want the edges to be set. So like the edges, like the center should be soft, but the edges should be set. And so that's why these are perfect. And so I had to pull them out while I was on a little bit of a break because I didn't want them to overcook. All right, Heather says, have a good stream. Got to get back to work. The cookies look great. Thanks for popping by. It's always good to see you. It's lovely to have you over here and in my space. It's very neat. But yeah, have a great day and thank you. I'm glad the cookies look good. And then the slow cooker chicken, we literally just tossed in the crock pot and it'll be ready in 3 hours. Oh, the other thing that I didn't show you guys, and I've shown you guys this on stream before, but I'll just show you now. So I sprayed this ring, this like big ring cutter, and just used it when the cookies were still soft to just kind of like perfectly round them off a little bit. These ones are not as perfect as sometimes they are, but that was because I was in a rush and then I dropped my earbud in the oven, so that was a thing. So yeah. Here's the thing about these cookies. They really need to sit until they're cool before we can eat them. They're not great warm. They just kind of fall apart. The marshmallow is too hot to comfortably eat. You burn your mouth and ask me how I know. And so even though it is substantially earlier than I typically like to end stream, we have finished everything I intended to do today. There's still 2 more cookie trays in the oven, but you've seen the finished cookies. You know what they look like. They're delicious. Wait, is this cool enough to handle? Yeah, it is. So this is like, look, chocolate marshmallow cookies. Amazing. And so most of those are going off to Grog's job. And I'm not even going to get to eat most of them, but it's fine. Jane says, important life update. I've grabbed water. Okay, no wonder Brigitte won at Words on Stream. Jane went to go get water. That's what happened. Right. Okay, so I think what I am going to do is I am going to go ahead and end stream there. Again, thank you so much tonight, Captain Andrew, for the raid. And welcome to Go Me. It's nice to meet you. Let's see who is online before I go ahead and get us rated out. All right, so first of all, let's do some shout outs for husband and moderator Grognard Gourmand, who now has a pile of dishes in the sink to do. Thank you, darling. I love you. Des Dabbles, who is recently made her triumphant return to streaming after a month of illness in her household. She streamed God of War Ragnarok on Wednesday. She will be streaming Dark Souls Remastered on Friday. It's a good place to hang out. I highly recommend it. And I will see you guys there tomorrow because I'm moderator over there and I never miss a stream. To Byron Mask, who does not, in fact, sadly play words on stream on her stream. How many times can I say stream before it ceases to mean anything? And follow Brigitte for word games and other fun things. And last but not least, Dr. Andy 23, who he was live on Tuesday playing I Was a Teenage Exocolonist, but will be live again tonight at 6 p.m. for their Reapers and Streepers show, where they play Mass Effect. They are on Mass Effect 3. We've got to be getting to the end here. It's got to be getting close. If they didn't already finish. I actually haven't checked. The problem is that they go offline after I've gone to bed. So, but yeah, so tea time and community meal time at 6 p.m. starting Mass Effect at 7 o'clock. Always a good place to hang out. One of my favorite places. So drop Dr. Andy a follow if that sounds fun. Brigitte has redeemed Guide the Raid for Xenia Croft, who I don't know at all. Give me a second here. Okay. We are just chatting in that stream today. So I think actually the last time I tried, Chef Rick Samurai, happy Friday Eve. I actually think if I can actually refund that. I think I'm actually going to refund that because I feel like the last time I rated someone who was just chatting, I ended up rating into like a really serious discussion that was not meant for new people to the stream. And because I don't know what's going on over there and I don't know that person at all, I'm just going to go ahead and refund that one. Sorry about that, Brigitte, but I'm gonna nix that one. So let's take a quick look here. Also, if you are on Instagram or Threads, or you would like to join our Discord, where all of our recipes from today are posted, in addition to playing things like Fortnite and Jackbox games and letting people share Sudoku links that they made, which is super cool. Lots of fun things happen in the Discord, so you can join that if you are so inclined. Let me just quickly take a look here. I think actually what's going to happen is we have a friend, Churney Adventures, who we raid pretty often, honestly, on Thursdays. But Churney actually happens to be doing a food and drink stream today, which is something that, to my knowledge, they have never done before, or at least they've never done it in the 4 months that I have been following them. So I don't know what they're making, but it's always a good place to hang out. This was clearly like a subathon goal that was hit and redeemed. This is a person who normally does both sort of body doubling productivity streams, and then also does kind of a variety of gaming streams, plays all sorts of things, like literally all sorts of things, true variety streamer. And so yeah, well, let's go ahead and say hi to Churney. So that's yay, we started the raid. Amazing. So if you have a moment to please copy those raid messages, one that is appropriate to your subscription status, including maybe the command that it took to get you that no, don't do that. If you have a moment to copy those raid messages, at least pop over and say hi, see if you like the vibe over there, and say hey to Churney. I would appreciate it. They would appreciate it. They have a really nice community, so hopefully you find that it's a place that you might like to hang out too. And as for me, I will be live again tomorrow, Friday, from 4 to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Tomorrow, though, we are going to be back there on the fire sofa, playing Hades for a few hours. It's been fun to do. So hopefully tomorrow that will be amusing. And if I don't see you tomorrow, then have a great rest of your week. Have a great weekend. Have a great afternoon/evening wherever you are. And we will see you again soon. Bye, guys.